All right, Miss Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? They always tell me to hurry up, but I like explaining stories in totality because I always have a new viewer watching my story that knows nothing about this video that we're doing. So I like breaking it down in full. So let's take it backwards before we can go forward here. When Tekashi was 6'9", was 18 years old, he was at a party in Harlem where a 13-year-old girl was there as well. And apparently she engaged in sexual acts with two dudes. Now, one guy was involved in some sexual act while Tekashi, and this is what it says in the legal document, was behind the 13-year-old girl, making a thrusting motion with his pelvis and smacking her on the buttocks, and the chick was nude. All right. Tekashi's sentence was deferred for 2 years if he complied with certain conditions like getting mental health treatment, staying out of trouble. If he did all that, the judge would only give him probation. So he ended up getting probation. Problem is, since then, Tekashi has blown up and become this big time celebrity. So now he's dealing with all these cameras on him, the amount of fans that are coming his way, and the amount of attention, like doing music videos and all that. And he's had contact with police. When you're on probation, technically, you are not supposed to have any contact with police officers. And Tekashi's done that a few times. He's been arrested twice in the last year. Once in Texas, which involved fans. A fan was trying to get a picture or something, and apparently Tekashi was rude to the kid. That situation has since been settled. And in Brooklyn, I believe Tekashi was at a video shoot when he got arrested. And also recently, the police, look like the feds, found a gun at a home that's owned by Tekashi and company. So he's had police interactions recently. Now, Tekashi looks at it like, yo, though I've had police interactions and I've been arrested, I'm doing the right things. I'm a role model. Me claiming the blood set and doing the game banging and threatening the rappers is all a part of the persona that I play online to promote my music. This is not the real thing. All right, the judge ain't buying it. The judge like, yo, I let you off when you was in a video with a 13-year-old. I let you off, Tekashi. The least you can do is have respect for me in law and not act like a damn fool because you done got famous as a rapper and all that. So Tekashi's been kind of pushing his court date back, pushing it back, and he finally got his sentencing today. Earlier today, Tekashi found out he was planning on that he was going to end up going to jail. Like, people around him reportedly, including Treyway, his manager, were all setting up for Tekashi, saying their last goodbyes to him. They were thinking this dude finna do some time, all right? At least a year or two, because of his foolishness and his carelessness behavior as of late. All right. Now, the judge is very lenient to Tekashi. Judge gave him 4 years probation. He's going to get credit for time served. He's already a year down, so he's going to end up doing 3 more years of probation. He's also got to do 1,000 hours of community service. This might be the big one for Tekashi. He's supposed to stay away from any blood members, any gang members, period, and avoid all gang activity. He can't be in no music videos, throwing up blood, doing all that with the flags. That probably will be the most difficult thing for Tekashi, because the music video situation, you're going to have your homies there. Y'all going to be repping the set. That's going to be the difficult one. He's going to have to record a lot of green screen type videos, like how he got the Fifi joint with Nicki, when it's pretty much only him and whatever other artists are featured in the video, and he's not promoting gang activity. So we'll see if that affects Tekashi's music. Now, Tekashi 6'9" is lucky, to say the least, that the judge was super lenient with him. I mean, let's just call it what it is. Tekashi was on probation because he pled guilty to 1 count of use of a child in a sexual performance back in 2015. So I'm just saying, this could have easily, with those violations being arrested in the public domain and all the videos that they could use against him, he could have easily been locked up. Judge was super lenient. I think right now what the judge wants more than anything, from what I've read and what I was told by somebody who was around, is the judge wants him to stop. The judge wants Tekashi to stop playing around like, yo, you taking the court system for granted. I think that's what the judge wants more than anything. We get it, you famous, but nigga, we did you a solid one. Remember that. I act like somebody did one for you. Don't act like a damn fool. Now, we'll see what happens in that regard. Tekashi, after his court hearing today, I mean, literally right after the court hearing, he goes to meet up with Project Records, 10K Project Records execs. They have like a little party for him. Apparently, they're celebrating not only the fact that Tekashi just avoided jail time on that probation violation. They're at this party, and Tekashi's one of his security guards got shot. All right, he got shot in the stomach. Apparently, they were at this restaurant in Midtown, New York, and apparently the bodyguards for the executives at this meeting told Tekashi and his entourage, like, yo, only one person can come in the restaurant with Tekashi. And Tekashi's security was like, yo, do you know we got a big time artist who talks a lot of shit online? Ain't no way only one of us coming in. An argument erupted, and apparently a third party walked up during this argument, fired 4 shots, and Tekashi's mans got hit in the stomach. The bodyguard was hit in the stomach. He is now out of surgery, and thank goodness he is in stable condition. Now, apparently the shooter ain't feeling too great after this situation either. There was a retired police officer nearby when the gunfire broke out, and he shot at the person who apparently shot at Tekashi and his crew, and cops believe that they shot the shooter, and they're now looking for this guy. He's probably wounded somewhere. Maybe he's at a hospital right now. He might have had to take care of that wound. He might have had to take it back to the back in the day and take care of that wound by himself. Get somebody who know what the hell they doing with the body, because he probably don't want to go to any type of hospital right now, because they gonna flag his ass saying, yo, NYPD gonna put out the hit to every hospital like, yo, if anybody come in with a bullet wound, we need that nigga. All right, he's probably subject to an investigation that we got going on. So whoever the shooter was, he's probably in a lot of pain right now if he did get hit by this retired officer who was nearby when the gunfire broke out. That is not the best look for Tekashi, as again, on the same day he avoided jail time, and after the judge is like, yo, you got to get away from your entourage, you got to get away from the gang members, all that. You go get caught up in a situation with either your entourage or the bodyguards you hiring. They don't care who it is. They're like, yo, we want Tekashi 6ix9ine to be able to, whenever he goes somewhere, it seems like it's trouble. And the fact that hours after he gets out at the party, he's celebrating for getting out, there's more trouble. It can't sit well with law enforcement. And I'm telling you, man, Tekashi's name on them news wires, because he's such a popular artist with the youth, is doing nothing but hurting him long term. It's only so many times they're gonna let him walk on these probation charges, man, until they lock his ass up for an extensive period of time, even if he ain't technically do something wrong, just because this narrative has gotten out there that every time Tekashi's around, trouble happens, shootings happen, whether it's the Casanova situation or wherever. Thank y'all for the time, let's put. I don't take it for granted. Kind of bittersweet for Tekashi. His man's got hit, but he does walk away, not doing any further jail time. He just got 3 more years of probation and some community service. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
All the kids, they are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr. Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.